So you're thinking of moving to Fort Worth, Texas. Well, we're actually in Bella Crossing, which is a beautiful hidden gem on the southwest side of the Fort Worth Metroplex. And today we're going to be doing a walkthrough of a Couto Homes. They're one of the builders out here. This is a master plan community, Bella Crossing. It's comprised of like 3 different sections: Bella Crossing, Bella Ranch, and Bella Flora. Bella Flora being the very first part of the neighborhood. And we're in the newest phase right now. And Couto has been probably the most prolific builder out in this area, putting the most homes on the ground that I've seen so far. So let's go ahead, take a look around and see what these guys have to offer you. So what we're in right now is their bodega floor plan. This is actually a modified version. They've just got a couple of touches that are a little bit different than their archetypical bodega, but that's the floor plan that you need to be asking about if this one tickles your fancy. So what we're going to start off with is immediately here to your left is the formal dining. I know that that's kind of a rarity in these days, but it's nice to have something that you can host parties and friends and families with. We got Thanksgiving coming up, so I know a lot of people are considering that right now, but it's also very well lit. You got this big wall with these big windows and everything, letting in all the lighting. It's all open and whatnot. They didn't section this off. There is a support beam here, which kind of adds a little bit of separation from the main space, which is really nice because that way you also have your atrium area and the entryway foyer. You have this nice 8-foot iron door. This thing is like heavy. It feels like you're walking into an almost $900,000 house. By the way, this is going for $895,000 right now. It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. It sits at just about 3,200 square feet, which is the minimum for this neighborhood because in Bella Crossing, all the houses are giant. And as you can see, there's a ton of space. So in the common area, we're right now standing in the living area. It's nice, it's big. You get like a full seating setup and plenty of room to walk around in between it. Nothing feels cramped. You also get these nice high ceilings. I honestly couldn't tell you how tall these are. These have to be at least 10 feet, probably closer to 12, with these decorative beams going across. You also get, as you could probably see, everything's very well lit now because you got these big, God Lord, these are probably 6-foot windows over here, 4 of them letting in all this natural lighting. And all of this continues on. You got this nice this wood plank tile that carries on into the living room. It's all continuous throughout the common areas. You get this nice marble looking granite here on the countertops. It's all the luxury of marble without the actual hassles. But they come out decked out with like nice modern hardware and everything like that. The kitchen's beautiful. This is a gas neighborhood, so they use a company to ship gas out here. So people have gas tanks individual to each of their houses. They drop off the gas, which saves you like service fees and things like that. You just have to remember every now and then to have somebody come out and fill it up. One thing I will mention is that the Bella Crossing neighborhood is very special in a couple of regards. First of all, we're going to say they're split between 2 school districts. We do have Fort Worth ISD in part of it, which, I mean, if you know anything about Fort Worth schools, it's whatever. They're not bad. They'll get you to college. But on the other half, you do have Aledo ISD, and Aledo ISD is like top ranked in the state, probably one of the best, if not like top 3. And so if you can find a lot that happens to be in Aledo ISD, that's primo right there. Another thing that really stands out about this neighborhood is the fact that, like I said, it's gas, but it's also well and septic. And I know that may be a little bit daunting for some people, but that means you don't pay city service fees, you don't pay city taxes, you don't pay wastewater management fees, all of that out the window. You pay to keep your pumps and filters filled up and ready to go, and that is it. And the world is your oyster from that point forward. But as you can see behind us, they've got the kitchen pretty well decked out as well. All stainless steel appliances. You get the mounted microwave here. It's not over the stove, so you get this nice range hood and everything. You also get a nice full-size oven. Like I said, they got the decorative range hood covering and everything like that. Really nice stove setup as well. A nook for your refrigerator over here, and then you have the actual breakfast nook area. So maybe you don't want to use the formal dining for everything. You just set up here, toss the food out for the family, everyone's eating around being happy and all that jazz, and you don't have to worry about so much cleanup. But it still gives you a nice dedicated spot to have your eatery, your table and everything like that. It's not a separation between like where the food's made and where it's consumed. But we're going to go around here to the back corner and take a quick look over here because we actually have the laundry room over here nice and far away from all the bedrooms. So whenever the dryer alarm goes off, whenever your clothes are done, you don't have to worry about it waking up you or the kids. You get tons of counter space. This is granite and everything. I know it's a bit of a tight squeeze in here, but we do have like all of this area to prep and fold clothing. You also have overhead storage as well as a dowel rod to put hangers on and everything like that. Your washer dryer hookups over here, so it is full size. You can do top load or front load, so you get those options, which is really nice. So continuing on over this way, we have the guest powder room right here on the right. So this is just like a small little half bath, somewhere to get all the business taken care of that's away from like the bedrooms and all of that. So you don't have to worry about people going through the hallways and whatnot to try and find a place to take care of it. But this right here is probably one of my favorite parts, and that's this giant media room that seems to be a staple with all Couto homes. I've seen it in a lot of their floor plans where you just have like this giant 20 by 15 foot room, maybe. It's huge, and you get all this natural lighting in here, but you throw some blackout curtains over this and it would make a phenomenal theater or a really big office. You get some of those big bookshelves, make you look like an executive. Your Zoom meetings will be fire, I promise. So let's actually go across the house, and we're going to take a look at the master bedroom real quick. So one quick thing I will know before we head in there, this way is the master bedroom. Over there are the secondaries. We will get to those. They're on the other side of the fireplace there. So all the bedrooms are on one half of the house, and then you just kind of have like the common space and the utility stuff on the other side of the house. It's a really nice separation because it kind of keeps like your resting area and your working area apart from each other while still keeping them in a convenient arm's reach. So walking into the master, the first thing you're going to notice, you see this giant area back here, the backyard and everything. It's still under construction. Bella Crossing is a work in progress at the moment, but it's still the fact that you get this nice big open bright light coming in here into this nice grand master bedroom. You get the vaulted ceilings with the crown molding, the trade ceiling as well. And as you can see, they even have a little bistro set up over here because this place is huge. It's, again, probably a solid 17, 18 feet across. You've got a full king-size bed over there. And then, as Stepbrothers said, plenty of room for activities. But continuing on into the master bathroom here, you get some more of that nice granite that they had in the kitchen and everything. His and hers vanities, so she can mess up her stuff over here. You can get your beard shavings over here, and neither of you guys are gonna, tick each other off with the mess you guys make. But you also get a nice sit-in jacuzzi tub and everything, as well as a half glass shower wall that leads into the standing shower with a tiled bench as well. It's made out of the same tiling material that they have here, so it all flows together and it looks really nice. But the decorative touches and everything they put on here, it's not just like your standard builder's mirrors or anything like that. I know you guys have seen it where you walk into a new home. It's like some $700,000, $800,000, $900,000 house, and they just have like this cut glass and that they stuck onto the wall, and it looks really cheap. Well, Couto doesn't do that. All of their mirrors are framed, especially in their master. These ones, they went with like a mirror edge finish, but that's like the kind of touch-up and finishing touches that they put into their homes, which I'm a huge fan of. So you might see Tom here in a little bit just from the way this mirror is set up. But as you saw that, the light turned on. They do have automatic lighting in the closets, which is great because if you happen to forget it, you don't have to worry about those lights eating up your electricity bill. They'll just turn themselves off after a while. But it's a really good size. You have the mirror here so you can check out your clothing and stuff like that. Plenty of room for shoes, jackets, clothing, whatever have you, gun safe, equipment, whatever you can think of, you can fit it in here and then some. Probably twice of whatever you can think of and then some. But what we're going to end up doing next is we're going to continue on over to the other side, check out the secondaries, and then we'll look outside. This is the toilet closet, by the way. No point in showing that. You know what a toilet looks like. But let's go check out the other side of the house. So we walked across to the other end of the house. I don't know if you saw the transition or whatever, but we just walked across the other side of the fireplace, and now this door wants to swing closed. I'm going to just hold it open real quick so you can take a look inside. This is the first full bath on this side. We do have another one. It's a Jack and Jill. We'll show you in a second. But you get this nice textured granite. Everything's very light with the dark hardware, so there's a good contrast and everything. It also has built-in cabinetry over here for your linens and things like that, which is really convenient. And I know the arch-top tub is making a comeback, and they made sure to put this in a lot of their floor plans as well. So if that's something you're looking for, these guys are the way to go. But immediately here to your left, down the hallway, is the first of our secondary bedrooms. These are all really nice and big. They are just four walls and a door, but you also get these huge oversized windows letting in all this natural lighting, good hardware and everything. You get these Nice sized closets. It's not quite a walk-in, but for a secondary bedroom, that's plenty of storage for your kids' uniforms, school stuff, whatever they got, toys even. And on top of that, one thing I really want to point out is these secondaries are really big as well. It's not just the master that's oversized, because I know in a lot of houses, especially some of the newer ones, they've got like these grand master bedrooms, and then these secondaries are like these tiny 9x9 squares. It feels like you're cramming your kid in the corner or a sardine can. Not here. They've taken everyone into consideration. So this isn't just for you to stick a couple bunk beds and kids in. This could also be a spot for your parents to move into and live in, because it's actually a lot of extra space. You could fit a full-size bed as well as furniture set in there and still have plenty of walkabout room. One thing that we'll also notice is right here beside these two opposing bedrooms, we do have this oversized linen closet with hanging storage and everything like that. Great spot for the Christmas stuff, great spot for the Halloween decorations. Like I said, it is around that holiday time, so I know people are thinking about these kind of things. But first thing we're going to do, and if I'm not too blown out by that back window over there, is a quick look at these two rooms here. This room and the room on the other side of this wall here share a Jack and Jill bedroom, or Jack and Jill bathroom, I apologize. And all that is just a shared bathroom that goes between them. But you, again, get a nice sized closet, not quite oversized. Let me get that door out of the way. You get the built-in shelving and everything like that. Plenty of storage. And then you get this open little alcove area here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and shut this door to show you something. You can still access the sink, which if you've grown up in a house with more than one kid, you understand how important that is, because I grew up in a household with 5 kids, and if my sister made it to the bathroom before me, I just wasn't going to brush my teeth before school because she was going to take an hour to do her hair. So it's nice to be able to have access to the sink and everything like that, even if somebody else is using the shower, and they thought ahead on that. So you get that, as well as, again, the archtop showerway. You get the toilet and the linen cabinet and all of that. So all of this is just centrally located, very easy to get to. And then we have another vanity over here for this other bedroom. So each person gets their own sink. They're not messing with each other. You don't have to worry about bickering kids in the morning. It saves a lot of hassle. Remember, the value in your home isn't just in the money you put into it, but the time and energy you save by getting these tiny little things that add up. But again, we're here in the last secondary bedroom. Again, it's a great size. You get these nice high ceilings. These all have crown molding, by the way. Big oversized 6-foot windows. More closet space than you can know what to do with in a secondary bedroom. But, you know, I keep lawning over this. Let's go check out the backyard real quick. Alright guys, so we're here in the back porch, and it is a covered patio and everything. It extends out maybe 8 or so feet, so you get plenty of room if you want to set up like a patio bistro set, or even a full-size picnic table would fit in here, no problem. There's also nice, well-located GFCI outlets out here for if you want to set up like an outdoors TV. There's one on each side, so you don't have to pick and choose. Right now we have the sun coming this way, you might want to put the TV over there, or maybe you want to get some kind of awning. It gives you options. It's really nice, and these big oversized windows are a really good decorative touch, even from the outside of the house. But suffice to say, this is a place where you're going to want to host your parties, your friends. You got enough space for a pool. As you can see right now, there's nobody behind this house, but even whenever they are, a lot of these you may be able to see in the background here, they have iron fences, which keeps everything nice and open. You're not staring at a big wooden wall like your neighbors putting up wooden fences that are 20 feet tall or anything like that. Everything just feels like nice and open, kind of like that Texas range feel, which is great because that's kind of what they've tried to encapsulate with Bella Crossing, is just that country living feel with the luxuries of everything that you saw earlier. One thing I will note before we close out the video, they do have gas hookups out here, because I know that like gas grills and things like that are a really big thing for people, and it's nice to just be able to hook things in and be ready to go. All of your utilities out here are local, so you got like your pump, your water softener, your hot water heater, all of that's located in the garage. You also have the well pump at the front of the house. It's in a nice little brick decorative cap, so it's not unsightly or anything like that, like those big plastic boxes that you see in the front of people's yards. These guys really went the extra mile in every corner of this house. And if this is something that you guys are really interested in, go ahead, put it down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know what you guys want to see more of, because we get our inspiration from you guys, and we love hearing what you guys think. But otherwise, again, if you're looking to buy or sell, remember to keep calm. Call Tom.